might already have a streaming service like Netflix or Hulu or Amazon Prime. Well, today comes a brand new one called Quibi, which is a little different than what you might be used to. Instead of it being 30-hour or long-form movies, Quibi, which is short for Quick Bites, have 5 to 10 minute content episodes that get released every single day. Well, for the past week, we've been taking it for a spin, so we're going to give you a deep dive on how the app works, the shows you can watch on it, and whether you should subscribe. This is a streamable first look. So, what is there to watch on Quibi? Well, Quibi has 3 types of shows. Well, there's Daily Essentials, which are lifestyle, news, entertainment, sports, recap shows that get you up to speed on everything that happened in the day. Second, there's docu-series and reality, which are 5 to 7 minute shows that are self-contained. So, like Dismantled, where they fire food in a contestant's face and they have to try to recreate the dish. Or Punk'd, which is the reboot of the MTV show, but instead of it being 22 minutes long, it's about 5.5. The most ambitious content from Quibi is their movies, or their really long TV shows that they break up into 5 to 7 minute chapters. One of those, Most Dangerous Game, which stars Liam Hemsworth, follows him as he's being hunted to win a ton of money to get out of debt. Well, that show gets released daily, and you get a 7-minute to 10-minute chapter of that show, and every episode ends in a cliffhanger. So how is the content on Quibi? Well, there's a wide variety of content like on any streaming service. There's some shows that are great, like Punk'd, the reboot of Punk'd. It actually makes more sense on Quibi as a 5.5 minute show than I think it ever did on MTV as a long form show. There's a show with Jennifer Lopez called Thanks a Million, where she partners with celebrities to pay it forward and give $100,000 to someone who meant something meaningful to them. And that show is the same type of high quality show you would see like an Undercover Boss on CBS, but you get to see it in a 7-minute episode. Every show on Quibi is shot in both portrait and landscape, and it uses a technology called Turnstile that lets you switch between the two seamlessly. In fact, it's not really noticeable that you've switched from one way to the other because it happens so fast. The one thing I will say is while Turnstile is cool and works really well, I'm not sure that it completely added to the experience because it's not like you're switching your phone back and forth from portrait to landscape over and over and over again. They are going to start using the mobile phone for enhancements. At CES, they actually announced that Steven Spielberg is working on a horror show which will use the time on your phone to only allow you to watch it at night. So there are other enhancements that they're going to be using mobile for to make the experience even better. So when you download the app, this is how it works. There's 4 tabs. For You, which tries to show you all the content relevant to you, which obviously improves the more you use it. It will bring up things like things that you've already started watching, or shows that you follow, or new daily essentials that you might have watched before. The second tab has Browse and Search. You can search for a show, or by genre, or a specific episode. The third tab is Following, and what this is, you can tap on a show and get notifications when new episodes come out. It's kind of like your favorites list. And then lastly, the final tab is Downloads. And on Downloads, you can actually watch Quibi offline. And this is actually a first in streaming services because you can even download them if you've subscribed to their ad-supported plan. Services like Hulu only allows downloading of content if you have the no ads plan. And the way it works is when you actually download a show when you're on the ad supported plan, you watch the ad and then the download begins. And then when you watch the episode offline, there's actually no ads on there. So what about the pricing? Well, there's 2 plans. There's a $4.99 ad-supported plan. Many customers on T-Mobile will actually get that plan for free for a year. Or there's a $7.99 ad-free plan, which removes ads in its entirety. To be honest, on the ad-supported plan, the ads are not very obtrusive. There are only about 5 to 15 second pre-roll ad before every episode, which to me isn't enough to force me to go ad-free. Should you sign up for Quibi? Well, that's a no-brainer. They're giving away a 90-day free trial for the month of April, so there's no reason not to try it out. I think the bigger question is, after those 90 days are up, should you keep the service? At $4.99 a month, it's not expensive, but it certainly feels expensive. And this is why. All those other services are designed to be shared with your family. Disney Plus gives you 4 streams, Hulu gives you 2, Netflix can give you 2 to 4, while Quibi is designed for one user. There's no user profiles, you can only use one simultaneous stream. So if you have a budget to spend $20 to $30 on content, you're going to get a lot more bang for your buck with other services. So what does that mean for Quibi long term? Well, I'll tell you this. If Apple launched Quibi as Apple TV Plus in November, I think people would have said it's innovative, it's creative, it's different, it's a different stance on streaming. But here's the problem with Quibi. Right now, it feels like there's high quality of content. The content is differentiated in length and how you can watch it, but it doesn't necessarily feel like it needed to be a totally separate streaming service. In fact, it feels like something that one of the existing streaming services could bolt onto their own experience if they wanted to. And I think that's going to be the challenge for Quibi long term, whether you're going to be willing to take those couple extra dollars a month to give it to a completely separate streaming service than to put it towards one you're already subscribing to. Thanks for watching our review of Quibi. If you want to learn more about Quibi and other streaming services, make sure you visit us at thestreamable.com. And if you want more videos just like these, make sure you hit subscribe below. I'm Jason with The Streamable, and thanks very much. We'll see you soon.